Good morning and welcome to Write With Me. I am Danita Jones, and here we do two 25-minute sprints with a 5 to 10-minute break in between. And this is your productivity hour. I'm doing research. Some people are writing, some people are doing administrative work, formatting their books or sending out their email blast and so forth. So, whatever you're working on, this is your time, and it's your time to get it done before you kick off the rest of your day. So I'm continuing my research on Peter Crosby and the Vicksburg Massacre. And for more information about Peter Crosby, who was elected sheriff in 1873 in Vicksburg, Mississippi, first Black elected sheriff, and basically it's really about the times of about the Black elected officials in the Reconstruction era, specifically in Mississippi, because that's where the setting takes place. But I'm going to put that in my chat too, because I didn't do that this morning. What I'm working on, I'm continuing my research. Let's do. Okay. And yesterday, I'm almost done with Alan Gravy. That's whose testimony I left off with yesterday, but I'm almost done with his. I am loving Alan Gravy. He is his attitude, his perspective, his bravery. He is just extremely courageous. Um, and he just really stood up to the white man that approached him, and they kept trying to shut him up, but he was like, he's a talker, and he kept going, and they were just like hush hush and just threatening him to kill him and blow his head off and everything, but he just kept on talking. And even one of the congressmen said, "You are fond of talking," and he said, "I will talk because I am a working man and I do love to be right." So he knew he had every right to be out there with his gun or rifle that he had, and he was out there hunting. And they did not have any right to try to take his gun away from him. But yeah, he's one of the few so far that seen that they did not actually take the gun. They just moved on. So um, good for you, Alan Gravy. So, all right, well, let's just get going. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Let's hit the timer. Welcome, Amy. Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you too. You're eager to work on your draft this morning. Okay, awesome, awesome. I am starting a new testimony. I just finished Alan Gravy's, but I'm utilizing Notebook LM for some of the people that I don't think I'm going to really feature. So I'm asking or just typed into Notebook LM to summarize the testimony of William H. McGee so I can see if I'm going to do a deep dive because I'm really trying to move quickly through the rest of these testimonies so I can start outlining in February. So, and I guess I will be using William McGee because he was the deputy under Peter Crosby. Welcome, Yul. Good morning. Thank you. Press the bell has rung the market at the monkey. Okay, yeah. Yul uses his time during this time to um, deal with the stock market and watching the markets. And you can learn more about him on his wallstreetsmarts.com. And that's wallstsmarts.com. Oh, great. Thank you, Amy, for that. Yule, she says, cool beans, pulled up your site, Yule, and I'll share it with my brothers. She'll share it with her brothers. Wow, that break came awfully fast. How's everyone doing? So, and just so you know, on starting in February, I will be doing this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday when I start teaching at Chapman. Let's see. Amy took a while to get into it and grab some tea along the way. Cool, great. Um, and so yeah, because I'm teaching a night class at Chapman Monday nights, I know Tuesday mornings I'm not going to be good about getting up early. And I thought, I do this on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, starting in February. And after I'm done with this semester, I may go back to 5 days a week. We shall see. So um, I ended up during this time. Using Notebook LM to summarize a couple of some testimonies. One for um, William H. McGee, who was one of Peter Crosby's deputies, and then also Calvin Chavis, who was also a deputy, and and then there were discrepancies about the crowd size, about the mob. Peter has always said there was about 600 people outside when he was ousted from his office, and the deputies were saying, well, at least McGee said 200, but then I asked Notebook LLM to give me numbers from all of the testimonies that have mentioned how big the crowd size was, and it ranged from anywhere from the 200 number to the 600 number. Some people said like 400 and so forth. Amy says, that's great. Excited for you. Thank you. Got lots going on. Yes, I do. And I'm very excited to be teaching down there. So in Orange County, we're in LA County. I'm in LA County. So it's a bit of a hike down there, but went to the campus last week and it was great being down there. And next week is orientation, and then February, jumping right in. So, and I will be teaching writing for television and film, beginning class for freshmen and sophomores down there. So, yeah. Let's see, anything else here? I think that's it. But yeah, like I said before, I'm really thank you, Amy. She says fantastic. um, I'm really enjoying using this Notebook LM. I still haven't dived up or have gotten deeper into how to use it more. I've just been using it as a basic thing to, you know, ask questions of based on the testimonies I've uploaded. And so it's such a cool tool. I need to really take some time and watch some YouTube videos to know all the things that it offers. But it's definitely helping me with my historical fiction stuff. So, Yul, how are you doing? So, here. Amy says, I need to load the course. I teach into Notebook LM and see if it can help me streamline it. Yeah, it like I said too, yeah, I just need to learn more about it. But it seems like gosh, it's so handy. It is so handy. And then because I'm always when I'm going through all these various testimonies, I'm always coming up with different questions, about different things, and it's so easy just to go over and say, hey, did anyone comment on this, or was this talked about anywhere, or how many times did this happen, or who was involved in this? So Yul says, I'm good watching these stocks go up and down the pole. Cool. So, well, now it's got 17 more seconds and we'll hop back into our next sprint. must have that by mistake. Welcome, the foggy author. Welcome. That's interesting. So he was acting Martian at the time. Okay, that is our time for today. Uh, let's see here. Okay, so you're in the UK. That's great. That's awesome. I love it over there. It's been, gosh, so many years since I've been to the UK, but I studied abroad over there studying English literature back in the early 90s. I was there for about a month. So it was very cool. Loved it. So how did everyone do? Amy says, Miss Pace says it was a good morning, and that's some words. Oh, got some words and some character fleshed out. Okay, wonderful, awesome, awesome. And the foggy author, tell me, what genre do you write in? And how did your sprint go today? And Yule says, great start to the day. Awesome. And that's what this is all about, right? Getting things done. Well, for us in the US, especially on the West Coast, getting it done before you start the rest of your day, getting your writing in or whatever you're working on, getting your projects done, taking that time for yourself before the rest of the day gets away from you. So, but what time is it there in the UK? I think it shouldn't be maybe in the afternoon now. Trying to think of the time difference. Um, and for me, I I've kind of been all over the place. I started out this morning finishing up Alan Gravy's testimony. Then I got into William McGee's, and then I scrolled down to um, Calvin Chevis, who they both were deputies of Peter Crosby. And for those of you know, I'm writing the Peter Crosby story in the Vicksburg Massacre. The author says, I'm currently editing book 2 in a time travel trilogy, and I just edited 3 chapters. Awesome. Great job. And this series, actually, I'm doing as a 3 book series as well. And it's 3:30 p.m. Okay. Yeah. I knew it was in the afternoon. I just didn't know exactly what time, but I felt it was like afternoon over there. Um, but I've been bouncing back and forth. I'm using Notebook LM a lot now because I uploaded all of the testimonies of the congressional hearing, which is basically a 500-page document. So I upload that into Notebook LM. And so as I'm going through all of the testimonies, I'm coming up with different questions to ask. And so um, I saw just recently in one of the testimonies with uh, one of the deputies, he mentioned that Colonel Beard, that because I went through his testimony a while ago, and he said that he was also the marshal at some point. So I asked Notebook LM, I said, give me a timeline of all the positions that Colonel Beard had during this, from 1873 basically to 1874. And so it lists he had numerous positions because I remember him or other people mentioning him in other, capacities as well. So yeah, he was all over the place, but he also will be a pivotal character in this book series because he was one of the leaders of the White Liners, which is a white supremacist group. So just getting all his information down, but it's been I'm like I said before, I'm really enjoying Notebook LM with me doing my historical research. And hopefully I will be starting to outline my first book of the series next month. I'm almost at the 400-page mark of the testimonies. It's a 500-page document. And so my goal is to finish going throughout all the testimonies by the end of January, and then I will begin my outline for book 1 in February. So, anyone has any more questions or anything or comments before we wrap it up today. And so for the Foggy Author, just so you know, I'm here Monday through Friday from 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. And starting in February, because I'm teaching at Chapman, and starting in February, I will be doing this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday instead of Monday through Friday. So, um, but that is it for me, and my timer has finished there. And so, anything else before I wrap it up? Uh, give a couple of more, one more minute here before I close out. I just want to thank everyone for being here today. Amy says, I'll see you again on Monday. Hugs and thanks. Tomorrow, I will be here tomorrow at 6:30 a.m., um, uh, which I guess for you, since it's 3:30 now, it'll be 2:30 your time. So I will be here at 2:30 p.m. your time. It's amazing. I will try to catch it. Wonderful. And again, thank you for joining us. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Take care, everyone.